A man in a hazmat suit walks down the street. Everywhere are frozen bodies, some still clutching phones as they fell. The disaster struck too fast for anyone to react. But it was no natural disaster. It was an alien invasion. Grotesque insect creatures emerged in the extreme cold, hunting humans without mercy. David was playing cards at a friend's house when the power suddenly went out. His phone was dead, so were everyone else's. Even the flashlights wouldn't turn on. Then his friend Mark heard strange banging outside, like metal striking metal. Mark's wife called for him. Their neighbor had collapsed on the ground. Others looked up to see snow falling in midsummer. Mark opened the door to help, but the sound of cars drew everyone's attention. They finally realized where the banging came from. No one knew what was happening, but the snow seemed unnatural, maybe carrying toxic gas. They quickly sealed the doors and windows. While discussing what could be going on, one friend quietly slipped out to check on his family. He collapsed after only a few steps. No one dared go outside again. Then they heard knocking from the basement. It was the way to the garage. After moving a cabinet aside, they heard someone calling for help. It was a delivery girl named Lily. Her car had broken down after dropping off food. She had been fixing her bike in the garage, which saved her life. Mark kept his gun pointed at the door until he was sure she was unarmed. David went to the garage. His daughter was at his ex-wife's house. He needed to check on her. Mark offered to help, but their car wouldn't start. Everything electric had stopped working. Mark suspected a solar storm. David saw movement outside. A neighbor was still alive. They tried to signal him not to open his window, but he didn't listen. David decided he had to leave on foot. They packed his bag with supplies and taped his suit to seal it. Mark gave him a gas mask, but another friend tried to take it back. He didn't trust the group. David stepped into the garage. Everyone silently cheered him on. He passed frozen corpses and quickened his pace toward his ex-wife's home. The others realized their makeshift suit worked. David had survived the first step, but once he reached the streets, the full horror became clear. The city was silent, littered with lifeless bodies. How could one man find his daughter here? And if he did, would she still be alive?